Amounts of 1 to 3 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Hazard: flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source: radar. Intact: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Gulfport, Waelti, ocean highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage areas.
Okay, everybody, good afternoon. We'll give everyone a couple of minutes to get on here before we talk about anything, since this is a short-fused stream here, so we'll give everything a couple of minutes here. We've got some flooding happening here. We're on Highway 90, which is Beach Boulevard, right along the beach here, south of Gulfport, with some pretty significant street flooding. We've got some folks joining in. We're going to do a pretty short stream here. Probably less than an hour or so, but I was live in the Radar Omega app. I still am, but I wanted to go ahead and go live on YouTube because we're starting to get some pretty significant flooding. Alright, let me check one thing here, and then we're going to get moving. Alright, we'll get moving. We're going to drive around. I think we're going to drive around a little bit here. Flash flood warnings in effect, and it's rightfully so.
CHASER, ICN, mile marker 1326 in the weather below.
Is there a red light? I don't know if the stoplights are out or what's going on here. Nobody's got a stop. Nobody's got a light. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn around here in the middle of the intersection since nobody's going.
Correction, northeast St. Bernard, 1430, located 6 miles south of Crow, and 10 miles southeast of Wakeland. Moving southeast at 20 miles per hour, 50 miles per hour.
Trying to let you in, dude. Trying to be nice.
Hail impacting Port Long Beach, St. Louis, Wakeland, Idaho, Hill.
As long everybody's driving right. If you stay up in the middle of the road here, there's not that much water. I don't know why everybody's in the right lane. Like if you just drive right down the paint here, there's not that much water. The crest of the road here, where there's probably only like 3 inches. There you go. Now he figured it out. Nope, it's not. There's only about 3 inches of water in the middle of the road, but each lane on the far right, left of the road, there's probably a good 6 inches. I want to make a couple of passes through here before this gets too flooded. Yeah, I'm just driving just slow down out here, we're good.
Central to Bay St. Louis Fire, Bay St. Louis Fire. Need you around the 116 North Beach Boulevard. It's going to be the Urbanic Eatery. Put general fire alarm. Central all units stand by for emergency traffic for Diamond Head Fire. Diamond Head Fire. Need you around the 4300 Leisure Time Drive. It's going to be at the Memorial Clinic for general fire alarm.
A little deeper here, but like I said, if you go down the middle of the road, it's not bad. I don't know why this guy keeps going down the sides. I've noticed that with a lot of people today, going right down the sides of the road here. If you go down the middle, there's not much water. Folks behind us have got to get off our butt. Man, I don't know why people do this in floodwater. Go real slow here. Got my door open, making sure we're not getting too deep. Deep enough that we got the belt wet because the alternator slipped a bit there. Tell by the inverter chirping. That'll cut it. That'll stop in a minute. But that was probably a good 5 inches, 6 inches deep. People gotta stop doing this. I hate that. You know, you slow down for water and then they get right on your rear. I hate that. You know, let's put them to shame. I'll show you them on the camera here. I can't get the camera spot. Gotta go slow through this. Underneath of the car is going to be very clean. Very clean. Boulevard or Highway 90 here, this flood's bad. I was on the phone with a friend of mine this morning and he said the same thing, and I've noticed this has flooded quite a bit in the past. So I put all my lights on here. If these people want to sit here and ride a ½ an inch off my bumper, then they can do so, I guess. We're not going to be stupid. I'm not going to hydro-lock my motor here. I guess these guys behind us want to hydro-lock their motors. I don't want to do that to mine, so. Because you could splash water up into your air intake even if you don't submerge it, so. They can wreck their car, that's fine. I'm not going to wreck mine. I don't know why people get so impatient. It's like, got ½ a foot of water on the road here. Maybe we should, you know, not worry about getting places on time and just worry about actually getting through it, not floating away. quite a bit of sand on the road here, kind of being eroded off of the berm.
10-310 RP.
Yeah, we'll be live for a little bit covering this flooding. I wasn't going to do a live, but we might as well for a little bit here, see what we come across. Everything's passable out here. As long as you're going slow today, you'll be able to get around out here. This road floods horribly. Off to the left there, that's the water, that's the Gulf. So you would think that this would drain better, but it just doesn't. We're gonna let these cars go one at a time here. It's not really that the water's that terribly deep, it's that when you get these people doing 40 miles an hour through here, you get waves, and that's not ideal. Like, people out here just are not being very smart. I'm gonna be honest, guys, these people aren't being very smart about this. I've seen so many cars barrel through here at like 50 miles an hour. Almost saw an accident earlier because obviously you can't stop when you're doing like 40, 50 miles an hour through 6 inches of water. Everybody's apparently in some sort of a big hurry today, and they don't care if they float away, I guess. So if you are out here, you live in this area, you know, please be careful when you come out here. This water everything's passable, but there are some areas where it's a lot deeper than it looks. I haven't found anything that's like unsafe yet, but if you're not slowing down, you know, you can have problems.
Burlington, 15 miles southeast of Waveland, moving southeast at 20 miles per hour. Hazard 60 mile per hour wind gusts and water size hail. Source radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage, road side and trees. Locations impacted include Palm Beach, Basement Villas, Waveland, Diamond Head, Gilman, Burlington, Shoreline Park, and Center Space Center. This includes the following interstates: Interstate 10 in Louisiana between mile marker 270 and 273, Interstate 10 in Mississippi between mile marker 1 and 26, Interstate 59 in Louisiana between mile marker 6 and 11.
Oh, this idiot's gonna try to freaking pass us. What an idiot. Oh, my, I'm sorry, guys, but that's what this is. This is stupid. This guy in the white truck back here, he deserves Darwin Award of the Day or whatever winner. Just slow down, it's flooded. Oh my god.
I have you around the 4311, 4311.
I might just do what this car did.
Tree down on our Lake Eagle line. We also have code for Lake Eagle.
Yep, I think this is the thing to do. It's way too deep right there. Now everybody's following me. Well, this ain't ideal.
Show me around.
Now we're up on the median.
Around direct to the station.
Alright.
10-4.
Giving us a bit of elevation here. Yeah, it's that idiot in the white truck, and I'm sorry, that's what he is, he's an idiot. And you know, if anybody's offended by that, I'm sorry, but you can't be riding people's butts and driving like that when there's flood water. That's not safe. There needs to be some brains out here and courtesy for these other cars on the road. We can't just, you know, plow through here at 90 miles an hour like that guy. That's extremely selfish. I hope there's a cop up there. They need to pull. You can't be doing that. He was riding that other car's butt so hard. You just can't be doing that out here. That's not safe. Yeah, I call them worse too, but when the live stream's on, I try to find something nicer. I'm going to pull over for a minute and look at a topography map here. I want to see if the what the elevation's like around here, so we can find any flooding if there is any. Also looking at. I'm going to use Radar Omega here to find where the most rain has fallen. Ooh. This is showing us about how much rain's fallen in right in this area here, just northwest of Gulfport is where we need to go.
4311 Toronto Road and Road 509.
I think we can get up there from here too. Yep, go straight up this road here.
Be advised the homeowners, their points have already been contacted, they'll be there shortly.
The roadway is to North Street.
509.
Not too worried about this because of that tiny little Toyota, whatever it was, can get through and we can get through. Got like 7 inches of ground clearance on this car, so we're pretty good. Still got to be careful though. You can usually feel when it's too deep and you need to turn around and back out with, you know, because just by the amount of drag on the wheels, you shouldn't drive through flood water. Don't get me wrong, we, you know, turn around, don't drown, but trying to be a realist here. I mean, is an inch of water going to damage your car? No, but you need to slow down a lot.
Definitely. Century is out 4311 Gildeville Road.
10-4, Crossing Road 509.
Look at the accumulated precip here. Yeah, we'll take North Street. is helpful though when there's other cars on the road, because you can literally see how deep the water is based on the other cars. You know, when the tiny little Toyota Corolla goes through and it's only a quarter, you know, it's only a quarter way up to the bottom of the rubber of the tires, you know, it's probably just fine. But when you get like a semi that goes through and the water's up to their bumper, it's probably not a good idea. I've seen a lot of people wreck their cars in water, and I'm not going to be one of them. Looks like most of the water, most of the rain has fallen just north of Long Beach. Just north of Long Beach, right up around and north of I-10.
Out to the right, just past the new construction.
Quite a bit of water up here, it looks like. The rain lets up a little bit here. Gulfport, you may start getting some flooding. It looks like today may be more of a flooding problem than thunderstorm problem.
One 1409, case number 5.
After today, looks like...
1411.
I have to look at the calendar. Looks like Friday, Saturday might be good chase days. Then we'll probably have a couple of days off. Go up here and see what the area around I-10 is like. Do it. There you go. Tornado warning in Wyoming right now.
Careful.
Okay. Alright, so... well, nothing else is happening. We do have Tropical Storm Brett out there in the Atlantic right now. There's a lot of hype and everybody's panicking about it, but there's no reason to panic, okay? So it should become a hurricane, but it's probably not. And when I say probably not, I say it's extremely likely not going to impact the U.S. It's would be very unlikely for it to be a U.S. impacting storm. A lot of things would have to go wrong for that to happen. Same with the wave behind it. But with that said, it is that time of the year, so if you do live in these Gulf Coast regions like this one, you need to be paying attention and be mindful of those storms, even when they are a long ways away. Just because things do change, and we could get another one that formed somewhere else. But hurricane season is starting to get a little bit active, but just doesn't look very active for the actual U.S. quite yet. We'll go up north here. This will take us up to I-10.
Somebody's driveway back to our left. I gotta turn right.
You know, if he would have let me go, I could have got out of his way to make this turn, but whatever. You know what? I was supposed to turn. God dang it. No, never mind. No, we're good. I'm sorry. I was looking at the map wrong. We're good. As I say, you gotta be kidding me. We have MacDonald Road. MacDonald? Is it McDonald? No, it is just MacDonald. Oh, jeez. Right here? No outlet. Are you freaking kidding me? Freaking MacDonald Road. Okay, now I get... Seriously? Jesus Christ. I'm freaking trying to turn around here. I got my lights on. This DHL guy about plows into us. Christ. Okay, well, we'll go back this way and take that other road.
10-4 respond to 1068 Enclave Circle, 1068 Enclave Circle, 61-year-old male on scene, stopped taking his medication, has history of stroke and aneurysms that could possibly be the issue. Male's not alert, not responding to caller appropriately.
What's my concern?
10-4 dominating the one. for 2003 Pontiac Grand, green in color, registered to a Teresa Renee Woods out of Moss Point, Mississippi. Status is valid 7/2023. Insurance unconfirmed.
Oh, she don't got no insurance. She's getting a ticket. I don't have any pay. Like, people that drive without insurance, like, that's ridiculous. You know, I get times are tough, but, you know, like, no sympathy for people that get, like, $1,000 fines for driving without insurance, because I got hit by an uninsured driver once, and that was not fun. It's probably that guy driving that truck back there that was pushing everybody off the road in the floodwater. He drove like he didn't have insurance.
Hey, can you get your 1043?
Alright, this is Red Creek Road. It'll take us up to I-10. We'll go up here. This is where the most rain has fallen. Doesn't necessarily mean that's where the most flooding is, but probably worth checking out. It's kind of hard to find floods sometimes. Oh, there's a Love's there. Son of a gun, I should have stopped there. Oh, well. Too late. go down to the Highway 49 exchange interchange here and see how everything looks. This guy's just like half in our, he was half in our lane, half in his. I don't know what he's got going on. Now he's half in the other lane. Coming up to 49. See how 49 is. If 49's in alright shape, then that might be about it for us. I don't know. Looks like most of these storms are moving offshore. Finally. Oh yeah, this is all fine through here. Guys, I think that's going to be about it. I may bring the live stream back up later. Yeah, it's the turn lane. There you go. Good job. I'll probably bring the live stream back up later if something happens, but today's one of those days where it's a little bit iffy. Don't know exactly what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. I'll leave the camera going in the Radar Omega app, though, if you guys want to check in and out from time to time. But, like I said, short live stream. So, if anything does happen with that slight risk here, maybe we could get into, like, the New Orleans area today, maybe with some severe storms in the next couple of hours, but for the most part, I think that's going to be about it for this stream. Just keep it short and probably get on with everything. So thank you, everybody. We are at, I'll do the statistics here. 94,424 subscribers, trying to get to 100,000 by the end of the year. Should be able to do that. So thank you, everybody, for helping us get there. Probably will not be any chasing tomorrow. The next day it's possible, but it looks like Friday, Saturday are going to be good days. We'll probably be in Nebraska, Kansas, Iowa. We'll be all over. So I would expect Friday, Saturday to be decent days. I'm going to use this McDonald's parking lot here for a minute. And then after that, we'll probably have a day or two of downtime before it gets busy again. But yeah, thank you again, everybody. It's been a good, very busy past few days, but it's been a good, successful past few days, and we couldn't do that without you folks. Trust me, I would love to stay live, but understand that it's a little bit difficult for me to, I could stay live all day, but basically the way YouTube works is it recognizes when more people are watching and for longer durations.
Ocean Mary Edward White Mouse.
Basically, it's determining whether or not people want to watch the content. Well, less people want to watch just driving around, waiting for storms. That's why it just makes more sense for me to end this, and if something else happens, we'll bring it back up later. What I am going to probably start doing, because I think I figured out a way to do it yesterday, is YouTube channel members for things that I normally wouldn't stream. Like, for example, like at this point, we might have storms in 3-4 hours to chase. We might not. I don't know. So this is a time when any other time I would turn the stream off. I may flip it to members only. That way YouTube's not taking that into consideration and kind of punishing us, so to speak. And that's not YouTube's fault. That's just the way that humans work, right? We want people to see what they're interested in, and most people aren't interested in that. So with that said, everybody, take care. Have a good rest. Okay. I'll answer this question one time. Why is your past Chaser videos members only? There's not. There's only one. And I know you're not the one upset about it, but guys, I have had so many mean, harassing comments. I'm just like mean, nasty comments because I made the YouTube stream from the other night private, or members only. The reason for that is because, number one, it's my channel and I'll do what I want. And I'm sorry to be that way. I know I work for you folks, but basically this is what I had to tell some people the other night. And I know that you're not part of the problem, but number two, and the most important reason, I received so many hateful comments. I was told by members of another YouTube channel that this was fake. We were faking the tornado damage. It was all fake. It was all for views. People on the internet were calling me out saying I'm fake and I had no business being there, and that, we're just reckless out here. And honestly, I just was sick of getting it. I was sick of being put in a bad mood. I'm sick of being called names. I'm sick of being called this. I'm sick of being called that. I'm just tired of it. And I wanted to reduce my stress, so I put myself first for the first time in many years. And I said, screw it, and nobody else is going to watch this until the 48-hour news cycle is complete. So I switched it to members only, because obviously the paying members aren't going to complain because they're paying to be here. But there's a thing in the social media world, like we call it the 48-hour news cycle. After about 48 hours, everybody forgets about everything. So sometime later this evening, I'll flip that back to public. But guys, I got to watch out for myself. I can't handle the stress of constantly being told, you're a piece of crap, you suck, this, that. So, well, I mean, I can handle it. I handle it all the time, but I choose to not have to deal with it as much. So sometimes when everybody's being so controversial over stuff that really isn't controversial, I just have to flip it to private for a day or two, and that's it. So I've been told by so many people, we're unsubscribing, you suck. It's like, guys, I changed one video's permission. I've got over 700 videos and live streams. I've got over 700 live streams alone on this channel. I changed one. Like, I'm sorry, but it's not that big of a deal. And I know that the person asking that was not part of the problem. I'm just answering that because I've received so many others, and I think I just needed to address that real quick. It's also a respect thing too. Like, there's people the other night that may not have known that happened, and maybe their families were there, and the first thing that they saw might not have been wanted to be tornado damage. So when we have sensitive streams like that, it's probably the best thing to just make them more private here anyway. Hold on, I'm just scrolling through the chat. Yeah, I do block those people, but the problem is there's a lot of them. I know, it was so fake that it's an EF3 tornado right now. It could even be greater. It's preliminarily EF3. But yeah, that'll probably be public here later on this afternoon. Imagine complaining over a YouTube channel. Exactly. The Titanic sub? I have no idea. I have thin skin. Adults handle criticism. Anthony, I get told that I need to put a gun to my head and pull the trigger. That's what I received in an email the other night. That's not what I'm going to do. But those are the things that I say. This is not thin skin. I managed an ambulance company for several years. I've dealt with death. I've dealt with dismemberment. It's not thin skin. So don't come in here and tell me that. That's uncalled for. It's not thin skin. It's literally, it's called, number one, respect for the people that are in these damaged areas that may not want images of their house ripped apart on YouTube, which, freedom of the press, I get it. But in the first 24 to 36 hours, that's going to sting a little extra on them. Yeah, you know what? Maybe one of the... You get what I'm saying? Like, when we have these sensitive streams, there's nothing wrong with unlisting them here for a day or two. For the sake of me not having to deal with rude people, which I do have thick skin because I deal with it. I'm still here. There's 95,000 people that disagree with you, buddy. And that's all I got to say about that. But I think that in terms of that, there's a respect thing for these people. It's going to be it's going to be all over the internet. That's how it is. But you know what? A day or two later, it's going to sting a lot less for these people. And I'm not saying that I'm out here to show everybody's chaotic lives being destroyed, but because everybody else is going to do it, you know. But we just don't know. You know, driving through the neighborhood with all the damage, you know, those people probably would appreciate if maybe, you know, the DVR or the recording was, you know, maybe held back a day or two because they've got other stuff to worry about. And there's plenty of other chasers to watch. You're right, there are plenty of other chasers to watch, but I would challenge you to find another chaser. There's one other one, he's from Australia, that actually has a live stream this stable. And I hate to be arrogant, but when the arrogant comments come in, I'm pretty good at shutting them down. I'm really not a rude, arrogant, nasty person. I'm just this way to the nasty commenters. Matt got a membership because of it. Well, thank you, and I'm sorry. Sorry that you had to get a membership to watch it, but thank you for being a member. I know, but I am going to make that public here a little bit later on. So I'm just skimming the chat from earlier. Tooth Fairy, nice. Sent $9.99. Thanks for your super chats, folks. I am literally just skimming the chat before we leave here, since I have a few minutes to make sure I'm not missing any questions. Concerned that the trolls are everywhere. Yes, welcome to the internet. Send the haters to Ireland? Oh, I don't think you want them over there. Why should nice people change to accommodate bullies? Yeah, no kidding, right? Am I gonna get a four-wheel drive? I mean, this thing is four-wheel drive. It's just a sedan. I don't really want a bigger vehicle because it's a pain to drive around a bigger vehicle in like hurricanes and stuff. Seriously, like it's a legitimate problem. And then ground clearance stuff. I'm happy with what I got. I don't need anything else. This thing's been perfectly fine for us. Oh, we've got another YouTube channel in here that are determined that some people just like to complain. Yeah, I get it. I hear you there. I must be way far back in the chat. I can turn the live chat to members only, Josh, but I don't want to do that because some other storm chasers have done that and they've gotten really bad feedback on it. And I think one of the benefits out here of having competition is that you can learn from their mistakes. And there's like 3 or 4 other chasers that have done that, and a lot of their folks come to our channel and they complain about it being members only. And a lot of them are members of that other channel. So I figure, well, if even paying members don't like it, then I won't do it. Because we could do that, you know, a 99-cent chat tier, you know, just to have access to the chat. But I don't want to do that because a lot of you folks that are not members and are members have supported everything we do. And I think I just don't want to, I don't want to force you guys to have to pay for something that you've always had access to. It would be different if I just started the channel like a month ago, maybe I would consider it, but because I would cut down a lot with the trolls. But I don't think that that's something I want to do. Well, actually, I'm not going to do it, but that's the main reason. I just don't want to kick out the people that, you know, have been here from the beginning. I just don't want to force everybody into a membership. Yeah, that's a suggestion. That's a great suggestion. I should take all the hateful comments and hateful emails and answer them sarcastically on a video. Yes, I should do that. There's a lot of YouTubers that actually do that, and it's a good thing. And I said this yesterday. It's a good thing that I get nasty comments because it gives us content. I'm actually working on some YouTube shorts. I've got about 20 of them done. I'm trying to get 100 of them before I start publishing them, so we can do one a day. But they're literally me reading and basically reacting to nasty and rude comments and just kind of dogging on the people that made them. They're pretty great, and those will probably start being released here maybe in September or October when things start to slow down. So it's a good thing that we have the haters, I guess. Do I need to restock? Well, yes, but we have a surplus, so we're good. Twitter sucks. Oh yeah, no kidding. Am I close to 100,000? Yes. We're at like 94 and a half. I am way back in the chase, I think. How many miles on the car? 208,425. Yeah, we are subscribers only in the chat. We should be. If we're not today, then it was a mistake. But yeah, we should be subscribers only. But still, you get the people sometimes. You know what would be nice though is if we could filter like account by account age. Like a lot of people might create a YouTube account and then subscribe for a minute and then get access to the chat. I wish that YouTube would have a thing like the YouTube account has to be at least like 5 days old or something, just to eliminate some of the spam and like the trolling and stuff. Oh my god, how far back am I? They need to put timestamps on these chats. Rona has a super chat, thanks. What time did you send that? Am I getting close to the end now? I mean, you might have sent that an hour ago for all I know. Do I sleep in the car? No, not very rarely. I can't really do that anymore. Yeah, Daniel Shaw's streams are members only because it costs him like $70,000 to come over here every year. So it's basically like you're sponsoring him to do that, otherwise he wouldn't be able to do it. It's like pay-per-view, kind of like you'd have to pay to watch, you know, cable kind of deal. Am I heading to Colorado? No, I'm in Mississippi right now for the day. Take a look at Radar Omega here real quick. Okay, well, I'm going to make this order real quick, and then I'm going to shut the stream off. But I appreciate everyone, and thanks for dealing with the hate mail segment of the stream. Now my chat's not refreshing at all. Fantastic. Alright, so I think we're going to just get a cheeseburger, and that's it. Because I hate McDonald's. I could go down there to Waffle House, but I just don't feel like sitting, or I honestly just don't feel like getting out of the car right now. I'm just kind of over it. I think I broke the YouTube app. Yeah, don't get me started about the water spouts. I'm 99% sure that I had a super brief water spout earlier. When I went live, I tweeted it, and there was like a little funnel cloud looking thing, and there was this little like plume of like steam and like mist and stuff on the Gulf. And it lasted about 20 seconds, and it never condensed. I think it technically was a water spout, but I'm not counting it because it was really pathetic looking, so don't get me started on the water spout thing. I'm probably going to cry later on. I'm probably going to shut the stream off and just start crying because I can't seem to get a water spout to save my life. I've been trying for almost 10 years. I'm dead serious. Almost 10 years I've been trying to see a water spout. I still can't find one. But if you go and like look at the internet, every single day during the summer, there's like people with these massive like ginormous water spouts, and they're they're crappy pictures because they're holding their phone stupid or there's something in the way, and it's like, if you just, took 2 seconds to take a nice picture, that would be perfect. And it's a shame, because it should have been us taking that picture, but that's alright. We'll see one someday. Although I'm not going to promise that, because there is a very good possibility that I will die before I actually see one. It may be, 50 to 70 years from now, and I'll die, and I still have not seen a waterspout. And if that happens, then consider my life a failure, because that's how I judge my life, is whether or not I see a waterspout, and it's not complete until I do. Once I see a waterspout, and we hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I get that plaque in the mail, if I die the next day, whatever. Consider my life fulfilled. But if I die before I see a waterspout, then I'm considering it a failure. Waterspout and 100,000, that's all I really care about. And the only reason I care about that 100,000, guys, it's not because of bragging rights or anything. I just want that stupid plaque that they send you. So if there's anybody from YouTube here that's watching that has anything to do with that plaque, I expect that thing overnighted when I get my 100,000. And yeah, I would like it packaged with love also. Maybe give it a hug before you put it in the box or something, I don't know. Yeah, Diane, I think the closest I ever came to a waterspout was actually up there off of Lake Michigan. Like, we had a little funnel cloud, like, spinning and everything, but it never condensed. So yeah, maybe the Great Lakes is a better place. Thanks for the super chat. Somebody else had one. Was it Sarah? Yeah, it was Sarah. Thanks, guys, and gals for the super chats. Mike, you do actually work for YouTube. Excellent. Okay, so I need like somebody to go in there and just change the subscriber count, add about 5,000 subscribers, and that'll probably get us that plaque in the mail. The person who's the 100th subscriber should get a lifetime membership. I wish I could do that. Like, whoever hits 100,000, like, I wish we could send have a way to figure that out and send them one. I wonder if there's a way that I could do that. Like, I wonder if I could get like Stream Elements to log our subscribers and figure out who the 100,000 one is. Especially if it was like somebody that, isn't like a bot or a troll. That would be really cool. I'm gonna have to see if there's a way I could do that, because then we could like send them a shirt or something. I don't know. You were having lunch one day and you looked up and saw a waterspout. That's ridiculous. I hate you. I'm just kidding. I don't, but I hate that happens so easily to you. Hitting 100,000 subscribers spawns a waterspout? Let's hope so. I'm dead serious, guys. Like, I think it's ridiculous. Like, I spent literally an entire week, 3 years in a row, 2016, 2017, and 2018. I spent a week, 3 years in a row. The one year I was down in the Keys. The next year I was right around here in Gulfport. And then the next year I think I was somewhere around NOLA, so it wasn't too far east here. So I've spent 3 weeks of my life in 3 locations that are very prone to waterspouts, and I still couldn't find a freaking waterspout. So that's okay. We'll get one someday, I hope. But that's the one thing I have not seen in almost 10 years is a waterspout. You were in a waterspout that came on land and hit your building. See, half of the people in the chat have seen a waterspout, and I have yet to see a waterspout. Like, this is pathetic. Yeah, I don't even care if I'm live streaming it, guys. Like, I don't care. As long as I can get my phone out and prove that I saw the waterspout, it counts. Waterspouts on Lake Erie? Yeah, that's true. The Great Lakes do get waterspouts up there. That is very true. right, folks, I'm out of here. Thanks again for being a great audience. You guys are excellent. And thanks for putting up with the hate mail section. So I'm going to end this. I'm not going to use the end screen because I'm working on that, so I'm just going to cut it off. But you can visit seethestorm.net for our Discord link. And take care, everybody. Have a good night. I'll keep the live stream going, though, on Radar Omega in case you want to check up on these flood conditions if there are any.